Well, oh my God, oh my eye didn't look sleepy. So, good evening. Do we have anybody over here tonight? No, sir. My eye them out there. You see that, guys? If me never come on with that eye, I want to believe when me say me sick. My eye them can barely open. Please, good night, everybody. Please type in the chat so I can know if anybody there here. One love, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Welcome to Munchibi Talks Polity. Oh my God, open my clothes. No, sir, we're not ready. Welcome to Munchibi Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchibi. Good night, One Love. Good night, Ricardo. Good night, CTM. Good night, Navlet. Good night, Orlando. Look, my face now look, my eye don't look small like me sick. I don't know if I don't see one know say me well. What go on, people? What a go on? Willow, good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. JK, good night, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Ricardo, you're also about me. No, my gosh. Welcome to Munchi B Talks Politics. I am your girl, Munchi B. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Share the live so the others can know that we are over here. Munchi, where you was, I consider on you until. Girl, when you're only, but I consider on you until. Oh my gosh. People, good evening and welcome. Guys, I was on an extended vacation. I think I overdo it. Don't it? Let me see. June 13, July 13, August 13. Yeah, overdo it. Anyway, Passion, Paradise, and Pro. What I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss, guys? Boy, me I tell you things that eat up. Prime Minister finally called the election, and the people of Jamaica will go to the polls on September 3rd to exercise their franchise. Labor rights, are not ready for the election? Labor rights in the diaspora, are not ready for the election? You guys had 5 years to prepare. 5 years to make sure someone put on the money aside to buy on a ticket. 5 years on have to save on a ticket money. I hope all of the diaspora buy on a ticket are ready for come down. I hope all of the diaspora that has been on social media advocating for the party for years and months. I hope you not buy on a ticket and come down because you know say a vote win election, not text online, not text on social media, not text on WhatsApp, not text on TikTok in a TikTok box. Vote win election. Election is won at the ballot. So all of the labor rights, them who want Andrew Holness to get the third term, who knows Andrew Holness deserve the third term, who knows the election is won at the ballot box. Once you don't have no papers, you don't need to buy no ticket and come down, come vote. Buy no ticket, make the sacrifice for the country. Make the sacrifice for our country, or we are fighting for the fabric, we're fighting for the existence of our country. We cannot allow Mark Jefferson Golden and a bunch of tapanaris, the likes of Peter Bunting, the likes of Dayton Campbell, the likes of Ian Eels, the likes of Angela Brown Burke. We cannot allow those persons to get them and on the NIR. We cannot allow Mark Jefferson Golding, Peter Bunting, Dayton Campbell. I will put this up. Skip ad. I will put up my things. Dayton Campbell, Mark Jefferson Golding, Peter Bunting, Angela Brown Burke. We cannot allow those persons, Leroy, to get their hand on the NIR. Look here, guys. Wanna read Mark Golding manifesto. How much I wanna spend time and read the manifesto. Now, children see me come online, me I read the manifesto, you know. Wanna hear Peter Bunting? Peter Bunting said that our approach, the Jamaica Labour Party approach in fighting crime, we send out the police to fight crime and uphold the law. But when the PNP form government, the PNP will send out the police to uphold the constitution and the human rights of the criminals. Because I must them him attacking them. He never use the word criminals, but me go say, the criminal must the criminals him attack. Because can you imagine a member of the JCF out a road and a criminal shoot off at him and him a duck or him a sight because him a uphold the human rights of the person right to life? So what about the right to life of the member of the JCF? What about the right to life for the member of the JCF? And Peter Bunting said that our approach is too bullyish, it's too aggressive. And when the PNP form government oral, the PNP is going to have a guardian approach. What is a guardian approach? I don't notice no media no asking that. I don't notice nobody in the media never asks Peter Bunting, what do you mean? Could you please expound on this? What do you mean by a guardian approach? So when criminals and the dirty corner boy them shoot off at the police are going to take a guardian approach. I want me to tell Labour right say, make sure someone come out, come from the diaspora, come home and come vote because we are fighting for our country. When you hear the likes of Peter Bunting talking about the police are going to be guardian, talking about era leader and community dance, era leader and community dance and pastor. What the hell the pastor going to do for fight crime? What the pastor them are going to do for fight crime? I want to know. I want to know how the pastor them are going to fight crime. Because the pastor them can't even stop the crime we're going to for them church. The pastor them can't even fight the crime. We're going to feed them church with the deacon them and the choir leader, and they see them one day where molest the young people in the church. So what the pastor going to use and fight them criminal here in the street? People, Jamaican people, labor rights and independent, we make sure say we come out on September 3rd and let us make sure that we secure our country from the People's National Party. We can't put in the PNP, and I have been saying this for years now. And when I read the PNP manifesto, guys, it becomes even more clearer to me and to the persons who read it that the PNP is not to be let back in Jamaica House. When we read the PNP manifesto, people, it is more clear than day that we should not allow the People's National Party back in Jamaica House. All the PNP do are promise. $1 billion. for disability fund. $1 billion for content creator. $1 billion for 20 PNP people to get house. $1.9 billion for taxi men to carry children to school. $1 billion for farmer fund for farmers. May not even know how much $1 billion for one in every first in the family to go to university. And the big one, every teacher that has a student loan will get a student loan write-off from the People's National Party. Now, based on all these promises that the PNP is making to the people of Jamaica, it is very, very clear that the PNP will spend the fund that we have in the NIR. It is very, very clear. It is very, very clear to us that the PNP is planning to deplete the NIR. Because the PNP cannot cut anything. The $360 billion we hear them talk about, oh, discretionary spending. That already allocated for already according to Fiscal. According to Fiscal, there is no money put on aside to say, oh, we're going to spend this if we win, or we're going to spend this when we win back. That money is already allocated for and start spend already. So only where the PNP, the only place the PNP can get money from to execute all of these run with it policy that they are coming with, it is from the NIR. If not from the NIR, they are plan to eat more taxes on the back of the Jamaican people. No other way. No other way the PNP cannot tell the country where the money will come from. Either taxes or the NIR. And I want to remind the labor rights of something. Who remember in 2011 when Portia told the country that after the PNP win the election, if the PNP win the election in less than 100 days, the PNP will be going back to the IMF. Because at that time we didn't have any money. Because remember, we already remember what happened with Audley Shaw and the nurses and the IMF. So we didn't have any deal. And Portia promised the country that when them form government, they will go back to the IMF immediately because they know that we didn't have the money. Portia took 2 years. Portia took 2 years to go back to the IMF. When Portia went back to the IMF, the NIR went under $1 billion for the first time in years because Portia spent off every single dollar. We cannot put back our country in the hands of the People's National Party. We cannot. We cannot. All these run with it policy. All these run with it policy that the gimmicks king Trixia come with. Who is going to pay for those? Where will the money come from? And when you hear Mark Golding say, oh, we're gonna look into the things that the JLP is doing, and we're gonna see where we can scale down and where we can stop and we can what things he's talking about. Because there is absolutely nothing in the Jamaica Labour Party budget that Mark Golding can stop. He cannot stop the money that put aside to buy equipment for the hospitals. He cannot stop the money that put aside for the pensioners. He cannot stop the money that put aside for the PART program and for the school feeding program and for the budget for school for equipment in schools. He cannot stop that. So the only place Mark Golding and the PNP can get this money from is from the NIR. And all the PNP are planned to do is eat more debt on our children and our children. That is all the PNP are planned to do, Ivan. Add more debt on the backs of our children. We must reject the People's National Party. When you talk about, when you see only one Pete Philip Paul. And look here, guys. I want to talk to my party tonight. I want to talk to the Jamaica Labour Party tonight and Minister Darrell Vaz. Darrell Vaz, good night. And if you're not there, you send what the message to him. You need to talk to the people of Jamaica about the contract that the PNP signed re the toll road in Portmore. Let me repeat that. Minister Vaz, I don't understand how the Jamaica Labour Party can keep secret for the PNP, so you know. I don't, for the life of me, Munchibi, I don't understand how my party can bring knife to a gunfight, so. We must tell the people of Jamaica, explain to the people of Jamaica the contract that the PNP signed, read the toll road, because now me hear people are complaining and say, oh, every minute the toll road gone up, the toll price gone up. The people of Jamaica must be told that it was the People's National Party under Bobby Pickersgill and Percival who signed that contract. What are we hiding? What are we hiding? We must release the details of the toll road. And we must tell the who remember in a 2007 when Bruce Golding told the people of Portmore that if you don't vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Remember, guys. The original contract where the PNP put together for the toll road, you know, the government wasn't supposed to expand the road now will expand, the alternate route will expand for Portmore name. We wasn't supposed to even do that, you know, because in the contract where the PNP signed and give the toll operator, which we must not expand any road, we must not invest in any rail, we must not do any alternate route, nothing. We must allow the toll road to make the maximum profit. We must remind the Portmore people what the PNP did to them. And I don't hear Big Robert talk about it. Me don't hear Terry Langer talk about it. And me don't hear Dabney talk about it. What is going on? What is going on? Now, me I wanna know, say, the dieted Michael Manley comrade them not change their mind. But the young people and the independent people who live at Portmore must be told why the toll operators are guaranteed an increase every 2 years, or everyone you don't know the details of the contract. What are we hiding? What are we hiding, Minister Vaz? Is there something in the contract that is confidential where we can't release it? Talk to me. Somebody enlighten me darkness there. Is there something in the contract that say that we will be with them or so if we release the detail of the contract? I want to know. The people of Portmore must be reminded that the party that they love and the party that they keep voting for is the party who have them in a bondage with these toll operator. I mean, expect to hear from Minister Vaz and from Big Rob and from Dabney and from Terry Long, unless there is something in the contract that says that the government cannot speak on the contract. And then the next thing Millie said, the next thing, I heard Philip Palwell at the Scammy Festo launch saying that he is eager to get back in government to negotiate the JPS contract. One thing, Philip Palwell and the PNP, they have no shame. Philip Palwell, you have no shame. Dog, nyam your shame. Drunkard, nyam your shame like that dead dog. Because after you sign that diabolical contract, we set back the country. You have the audacity to go back on a political platform to tell the country you can't wait to get back in to sign another contract. And my people and my party mode shut up tight. What is going on? What is going on? We must remind the people of Jamaica. We must remind the people of Jamaica, because Jamaican people have short memory and easy to move on to topic because it's a 9-day wonder country. Philip Palwell should not be allowed to go on any political platform and talk about him eager to come back in to negotiate JPS contract. Philip Palwell must go nowhere near a JPS contract. Nowhere at all. I'm hearing on the political platform and saying can't wait for come in. You can't wait for come in for come renegotiate the contract. I don't understand why Philip Palwell is allowed to parade all over Jamaica. Philip, every step where Philip Palwell step in a Jamaica, he must be reminded of what he did to the people of Jamaica. I don't understand. I don't understand. Me expect my team to roll out very, very soon. Me expect the Jamaica Labour Party to roll out by time now and the weekend. We need to talk about the JPS contract that the People's National Party signed and left on the country. We need to talk about the toll contract that the PNP signed and left on the back of the Jamaican people. We cannot take for granted that the people of Jamaica know. And if they know, tell them again. Tell them again. And people, as it relates to the JTA, as it relates to the Jamaica Teachers Association, we don't want to make the mistake and think that every teacher in a Jamaica a PNP, because they are not. We don't want to say that every teacher in a Jamaica a PNP, because that is not true. But what we do know is that every Jamaican public servant, or even people working in the private sector, love money and want their money. And if there's an opportunity where they can get more money, nobody now refuse no money. Nobody now refuse extra money. So when we normally would come out and cuss the teacher them, we have to angle this carefully. We have to angle this carefully. We cannot make it seem like we're all hardened on the teachers. I know Wally, including me, is of the view that the teachers are in some case being unfair. But you know, me hear the JTA president say that the government, it was the government who asked for the research from the Ernst and Young or whatever them name, committee or group, to do a survey, and they did it. And Now that they got the Ernst and Young, whatever them do the survey, the teachers are expecting the government to implement the findings of the research. Now, my issue with all of that is that can the country afford to pay the teacher when they ask for? Can we afford to give the public servant what they're asking for without collapsing the economy? I want to know. I want to know. Can we afford it? Can we afford it? Because I want to say something to you, labor rights. And maybe because me not have the knowledge of how the Ministry of Finance work, or maybe because me tribal and me just want my prime minister to get the third term. But we don't want a situation, Millicent, where we, the conservative government under Andrew Michael Holness, is being fiscal responsible and trying to maintain the economy and keeping the country strong, and we lose the election. And when the PNP win, the PNP will not be afraid to dip in the NIR. I'm telling you guys, I don't want to make it sound like me and ask my government to be reckless, but we need to speak frankly. We know this platform is a platform, we're going to call it as it is. Coming to work with government, we can't say anything, my mouth boss. We don't want a situation, Calvin, where we are saying that we are going to hold a harden on the teacher them and not giving, me know say giving them the extra 75,000 where the regular teacher them ask for. I know that if you multiply, if one of my people them come and tell me, based on the amount of teachers when in the country, 30,000, 20,000, how much of those teachers are teachers with masters? How much of them teachers they have masters? The teachers are saying, Mark Stewart, that the teachers with masters, based on the Ernst and Young research findings, the masters teachers must move to a different band where they get an extra 100,000, and the regular classroom teacher must move to band 8 and get an extra 75,000. I am saying, Navlet, you prefer for we save the money, lose the election, and PNP spend it? Make me know for that you don't want. Make me know for that you don't prefer. You don't prefer we save the money, Navlet. You don't prefer we save the money, lose the election, and PNP spend it? Let me know. Because PNP will not be afraid to deplete the NIR. PNP not afraid for spending. See, the PNP already promised the people them say when them farm government, them are going to use government land and build us the PNP people and give them for living without a single dollar them not go pay. So the PNP already promised. The PNP people say when they farm government, you not have to pay no more student loan. So do not tell me say we cannot renegotiate with the teachers. If we can't give them 75, give them 35. We cannot give them 0. And that is the fact. We cannot give the teachers 0 in year 1. We cannot give them. This is not an option. This is an election year. We have an election to win. We cannot give the teachers 0. Me know say the teachers unfair. Me know say the teacher are greedy. But please remember that it's an election year and this is the best time for them to negotiate. I don't want us to tell them lie, truth and truth. I want us to tell them that we cannot give them 75. We can renegotiate and give them less. We cannot give them 0. We cannot give them 0. Let me point out something too now. You know see where I'm going? with Air Canada? Uno see we are going with Air Canada, Charmaine? Uno see we are going with Air Canada? Uno see the time when the workers them choose to all Arden in the peak season, in the most profitable season. You know why they did that? Because they knew that they have the angle. They know if there's ever a time to renegotiate is now. The air hostess in Canada, them know say the best time to all Arden is during the summer when Air Canada back is against the wall. So they don't tell me nothing. Air Canada had no choice but to give them some of the things that they were asking for. They would not go back in the plane unless they get something. They don't get everything, but then get something and then go back to work today. And even when the government invoke the law where they have on the book and tell them say they must go to work, the union say we prefer to go a quarter on a so we will not go back to work unless you don't offer us something. You don't tell me say we can't offer them nothing. Don't tell me that. Because I put it to Uno tonight. The PNP will not be afraid to spend that $6 billion US that we have there. They're not afraid. Them do it already. When Edward Seaga lost the election in 1989, by the time 1992, Percival spent off every single dollar that we had saved up. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm not saying that the government must be reckless and bust the economy and bust the budget or whatever. I am saying they are saying that the research what the government required and asked for is saying that they must get 75,000 more. And they're saying that they want it. I am saying that renegotiate. That is all I'm saying. Do stop mention zero. Stop mention zero. It not look good. It not sound good. It not political smart. We have an election to win. We have an election to win. You know, I go come with the unpopular opinion, you know. You know, I go come with the unpopular opinion, you know. The teachers know that if there's ever a time to ask for more things is now. You don't notice PNP only I say then deserve better. They not talk no figure. Because PNP know that the teachers, PNP know, so the teacher them do not. PNP know. Remember say, Julian Robinson, they already asked and say him concerned about the public sector wage, you know, bill, you know. Because the public sector already get 40% of the country money already, you know. 40% of the money what the country make I use a peer or the public sector. That is unheard of. That is almost half of the budget given to the public sector workers, and the public sector worker no say them get what they're supposed to get. But because it's an election year, and they know that if there's ever a time for them to renegotiate is now. And the PNP know that. The PNP knows that. That is why you hear they say, oh, the teachers deserve more. Then I say, what them I going to do, you know? And then I say, how much am I going to give, you know? But them I say, oh, the teachers deserve more. Of course, they deserve more. We can never pay our public sector workers more. Eva, don't tell me, say, leave the teachers, make them go away. Because I'm telling you something, Eva. You don't think, say, this is going to be election where the Jamaica Labour Party are going to run away with the election, Eva? Let's be realistic. Because I don't like to count seat over so. Let me ask you a question. You don't think that this is gonna be an election where we're gonna win 49 seats? You don't think so? I will put no delusional and I think that, you know. I will put no delusional and I think that, you know. I hope we're not delusional and I think say we're going 49 seats, you know. Because we will not. We will not. We must renegotiate, Dennis. That's all I'm saying. We must negotiate. That's all I'm. Me not say the government must go take up the whole money in the budget and give them. Me said negotiate. Go, we have to put something on the table. We have to put something on the table. That is how it go. That is how it work. That is how it work. I'm telling you. Because even though the teacher them will not go out and vote for PNP because they know say them and PNP are not friend, they will stay home. They will stay home and say 6 or 1.5 dozen of the what you know, not every teacher smart. We don't know every teacher smart. We don't know that. Because when they negotiate their salary, they couldn't even do the math so much they must get. They couldn't even do the math how much increase they must get because some of them not smart. So when some of them may not vote for the PNP, they may not vote for us either. So all I'm saying about the teacher, go back, negotiate with them. The Prime Minister said, we don't notice the Prime Minister's speech, very diplomatic and very political. Says he's gonna look into it and make sure the teachers get their fear. Prime Minister no say the narrative that we now give them nothing in year one, not sound good. My Prime Minister not dance. My Prime Minister not dance. That's why my Prime Minister say we're gonna go back and look into it and give them what them to get fairly. Prime Minister never whooping him up about zero or nothing. Because Prime Minister knows in an election here that nobody no want your zero. So all I'm saying to my government, go back and negotiate. Munchibi, the teachers alone is not the only public sector worker. Public sector worker no vote, David. Public sector worker no vote. Public sector workers and middle class people no vote, you know. Even though they benefit the most from the government and the government policy, them no vote. I mean, no understand. Public sector worker no vote and middle class don't vote. And them benefit the most from government policy. Grip say it's full time somebody stand up to these PNP teachers. I know when I know this week I'll stand up to them, Grip. I know this week, I know next week at the 3rd. We are stand up to them, but I know this month. I know this month, maybe 3 years from now, but I know this month, Papa. You have to pick your battles. You have to choose your battles properly. You have to choose your battle properly. Now, and next thing, now, me come off a teacher, now, because I know say me don't talk about teacher. Let us talk about, before me leave, let us talk about nomination day. No. That is why I'm just the Tono comrades, Tono labor rights say. If we 49 seats, I don't see it. As far as me see a nomination day, Master Jam, the Jamaica Labour Party will have to fight for every single seat. That is why the Prime Minister said there are no safe seats. That is why our Prime Minister is campaigning in every single constituency, because there are no safe seats. I know that teachers got the biggest increase under the JLP administration, MDL. You don't have to tell me. But did you hear them? Or then cheer Malavri today when he say politicians get the highest increase and them only get 20? Did you hear that? Because you know the teacher them bad mind. You know the teacher them bad mind. And even though we only have about 100 and had politician or maybe 200, and we have 30,000 teachers, them still expect, say, they get 300% increase. Because remember, as I said before, I know all of the teachers, them smart and can do maths. We know they get the biggest increase in the history of public servants. We know that. But the teacher them bad mind the politician for them little raise up here. That goes without saying. We already know that. But the fact still remain even. We don't want to make it look like, say, the Jamaica Labour Party is hostile towards teachers. That's not the narrative we want out there. That's not the narrative we want out there. And for the first time, I can say that I feel that the teachers and the Jamaica Labour Party and Minister Dana Dixon, the teacher them really take like a care in what they do. When we see the minister keep the press conference last week, I mean hear the good news coming out from the ministry. Me proud of them. So now man, them would have cost them and say we now get value for money and they now do nothing. But them a try. Them a try, Robert. Because normally they just lay back and let their hand tight. The policies that the ministry is implementing, they are working. They are working. So even though we tear them down, and we say them a PNP, and we say they love money, and we say them greedy, facts remain that the teachers are trying. Some of them. The results are there. The teacher them a try. So we now go tear them down and tell them say, oh, that we not negotiate. We must negotiate. We must negotiate. We must negotiate and make them know. Say, look here, this is what we have. This is what we can spend. This is what we're willing to offer. We can do this in year 1, year 2. We must go back and negotiate. We know JTA president of PNP. We know JTA president and the PNP teacher try to swing the vote to the PNP. But the teacher them now and a PNP, the teacher them just want their money. Munche, the 0 in year 1 is the only thing we are. I don't know, we can't see, Yes, according to the teachers and the people, the government is offering them 0% in year 1, 2.5 in year 2, 2.5 in year 3, 3 and 2.5 next year. So basically next year, almost a 7.5 them all get, which is not bad, which is not bad. But because of election year, they don't want to hear that from we. So all we have to do, go back to the drawing board and negotiate. We don't know if I teach them now. Guys, I want to say this to the members of the Jamaica Labour Party that are the card-carrying Labour right me I talk to. Us. Please go out early and vote on September 3rd. Please, me I beg you, nobody wake up and go to now clean the house. Nobody wake up and go to now wash. Nobody wake up and go out to Mandeville go buy something. Nobody wake up and go down a bush, go water on a garden and come back. Please go out early. Please. We already know we had vote for already. We already know so we are Labour right and we already know so we are going to vote. Nobody wait. Early. When polling station open 7 o'clock, let us line up at the polling station and wake up and go out and go vote. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way so we can able to see who not come yet and decided all people who not walk on a green shirt, come out and vote early. We already know who we will vote for, so we don't need for their yard sit down. We could come out and vote early Labour rights. Don't talk about say, we go to the polling station 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock we're supposed to be carrying out undecided and independent and all people. No card carrying labor right in a green shirt. Not supposed to in a no line 1 o'clock. Between 7 and 12, every member of the Jamaica Labour Party must vote already. Every member of the Jamaica Labour Party must vote between 7 and 12. Get it out of the way. So you can't say Miss Parley not come yet. Because the time you're busy in a polling in a line at 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, you know, say Miss Parley not left our yard yet. When we get it out of the way now, we can't see who not come yet. Get the 1 in 20 out of the way first. And if you live in a safe seat, if you live at Tivoli, come out and vote. It doesn't matter if you don't think say Desmond win already. Come out and vote same way. We need to make sure that at the end of the 9 o'clock, September 3rd, with Jamaica Labour Party have over 400,000 voters. If you live in a Delray Chuck constituency and you feel the Delray Chuck are going already, still come out and vote. We need 450,000 labor rights voting on September 3rd. If you live in a Carl Samuda, come out and vote. It doesn't matter if you feel like him win already. We need to make sure that we get 450,000 labor rights. Please come out and vote. We already know who we have voted for already. We don't need for the yard to say, oh, me I go vote 12 o'clock. Please. So we can make room for the undecided. We can make room for the independent. We can make room for the middle class. When the middle class come, we don't like stay in a line, then they are ready. And if we're in the line, if we're not in the line, I want to labor right. I want people like me. I want to see one big woman want to know if I go vote for labor right. Come put her front of you and make them go on first. Look out for them. Look out for them. Yesterday at the nomination, it was the hottest day. Me nearly pass out the way me at. So if September 3rd is anything like yesterday, we're going to need water galore to make sure we keep our people them properly hydrated on election day. And if you have a personal car and you're not going to work election day, come out with a personal car and go pick up 1, 2, 3 somebody. Guys, remember, this election is for the future of our children and our children. I don't know if you don't realize, but the blood and fire come with them is very, very motivated to go to the polls. The blood and fire comrades are very, very motivated to go to the polls. So we cannot take anything for granted. We cannot take absolutely nothing for granted. So please, come out early. Come out early. Nobody talk about, oh, me going to make me breakfast. Because someone look a big, heavy pot food don't cook for breakfast. And like me, we eat egg and bread. Someone a dumpling and banana and salt mackerel don't cook for breakfast. And dumpling and banana and curry chicken like all the one Cadian. Left that till you come back. Come out early. Barbara, the candidate in a Fitzjackson constituency are Dabney, Delroy Dabney. Please, Barbara, in name Delroy Dabney, come out early. So back to the nomination day now. For a government, yeah man, you can get a number, Barbara. Inbox me. For a government that has been through so much since 2016. We got a broken economy from the People's National Party. We got a GDP of 130. We got high crime, high unemployment in 2016 from the PNP. And since 2020, our Prime Minister has been politically prosecuted. Our Prime Minister has been attacked by the IC, by the Gleaner, by the PNP, by the civil society groups since 2020. For a government, and that has been through so much. Opal, we need a vote. For a government that is fighting from all angles, that brought the country through COVID. And we're going up for the third term. And easy if you go for third term, easy if you go for the third term, guys. Don't take it for granted, say the third term is guaranteed, It's not easy if your government get third term, and get it honestly, and not thief, like when Percival thief with them third term, I am very, very proud of my government. Did Opal, did you have an ID initially, or you never take out your ID before? For a government that has been through so much, Sharon, we must, as members of the Jamaica Labour Party, long time ago, once you take it out long time ago, Opal, your name still up on the voters list. So which constituency you're from so we can search for it? For a government that has been through so much, Millicent, we are proud of our Prime Minister. We are proud of our government. We are proud of our ministers and our members of Parliament. North East St. Anne. North East St. Anne, who that, guys? That's who? Matthew? Matthew? Tell me guys if I'm Matthew. Yes. We're going to check if your name is on the voters list, Opal. No worry yourself. We're going to check if your name is on the voters list. So we can make you know where you're for vote. Because once you take out your ID, it doesn't matter if you take it out when you was 18 years old. The EOJ don't clean up voters list, my love. I don't know why they don't do it, but they don't clean up voters list. Once you take out your ID once in your life, your name stuck on the voters list forever. So I am saying that to say this, that we have been through so much for the past 5 years. And it is very, very hard for a government to win a third term. So, Munchi B, may I connect me? Yeah, man. Text me. Text me on TikTok. When you go in my TikTok inbox and text me on TikTok. Anybody who don't have my number, text me. Text me on TikTok. Yeah. So when we look at it, nomination day yesterday, guys, I feel proud of my party, and I feel proud of my government, and I feel proud for no say after 5 years and after 9 years and 5 years of political demoralization and demoralization and victimization and everything from the PNP, from the IC, from the Gleaner, from the TVJ. I feel proud of my party. I feel proud. And as it relates to Central Manchester, for those of us who live down here, Towin, we know that our member of parliament is not a fair fight. It's not a situation where the member of parliament did not work. Because if you don't notice, them cannot find nothing to criticize her upon. It's just time come and the PNP then love them party and then one back them party in a power. You know, notice the mayor yesterday over the Observer, when the Observer asked him a question, about 4 times he start over and I know him not answer the question. Let me start here, let me start over. After 5 years and after 9 years, oh wait, let me get it right. Let me start over. After 9 years, he don't know what to say. And that is the man that the middle class people in central Manchester is willing to turn over our constituency to. We have so much people in central Manchester, middle class people, people that are doing well, working class people who refuse to go to the ballot box. They make the 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other people in a central making decisions for them. And when you ask the mayor, he cannot answer a proper question because he's incompetent, he's lazy, he's a non-performer, and not too bright. May I ask the middle class people? Where's the Barbara? I don't see it. I am asking the middle class of central Manchester, do not sit at home and allow Mayor Mitchell to win this election. Me hear saying from 12 o'clock he might call it. You see him arrogant? You see him arrogant? Me hear saying at 12 o'clock he might call the election for himself. 12 o'clock. Because they are sure that the middle class will not come out. Because the middle class now vote for PNP. Yes, then it's a him a run. Only difference is that him not depend on the ballot, but a him a run. The PNP in central Manchester is so sure that the non-performing mayor will win, that them say at 12 o'clock them a call the election. That's why I'm asking the labor rights in central, come out early. Come out early. Get up, come out, vote. Go on to work if you not go on to work. Go on a farm if you not go on a farm. Go on a school if you not go to school. But come out early. Don't stay here and about say, oh, now go wash first. Because when you done wash and done eat and go in a bed, that is it for the day. Please come out early on election morning in Central, right across the parish of Manchester. Send a strong message to the lazy mayor who said I go call election 12 o'clock. Send him a strong message at 12 o'clock. Send him a strong message at 12 o'clock. Make when them come 3 o'clock for buy vote, everybody vote already. Calvin Stevens say Manchester gone orange, St. Mary gone orange, Portland gone orange, Westmoreland gone orange, and the list goes on. Trouble there, the labor wrong. So if everywhere gone orange already, then we don't need no election then, Calvin. We don't need no election. We don't tell Mark Golding to go on up a Jamaica house then. Because if everywhere gone orange already according to you, we don't need no election. Might as well tell Marky stinky finger if you go on up a Jamaica house, go sit down. You're so you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Look, I go drink some of the drunk battery rum where you lead a drink. Anyway, guys, back to the nomination day. Nomination day in Central, right across the parish of Manchester, is we not look bad. What the mayor did, guys. For the people that want to live down here, let me tell you when do. The PNP people them from upper New Green, Michael Phillips people them, then walk and come down to Burger King, come stand up and wait and help to prop up the lazy mayor crowd. That's why you see the lazy mayor crowd looks so. Then walk and come down to prop up that crowd. And then now, such man from Belfield bring on one bus load full. So that's why them look so. I don't even know if the people when them bring down a vote. Because some of my people when me see March gone up so with the lazy man, some of them no look older than 15 and 16. Can remember school now keeps everybody have an orange shirt. Election is won on the day. A vote in a box win election. Vote in a box win election. So once we organize in a central and bring out we the voter, we already know who we vote for, come out and vote and come out of the way and allow the mega class and the independent to come in and vote and get to go back about them business, we will be fine. Now, guys, I want to say this. We know a lot of us not happy with the debate situation. But here's how I look at it. Based on the performance of the Jamaica Labour Party, it doesn't matter if a Jesus come down and ask with a question. We should be able to answer any question from any journalist. The Jamaica Labour Party not afraid of no journalists. Based on the work of the Jamaica Labour Party, it doesn't matter which journalist asks with the question. It doesn't matter who it come from. Because we have our record of performance to talk about. So it don't matter if a Dian Jackson Miller asks the question. It don't matter if a Dashawn Hendricks asks the question. It don't matter if I know PNP asks the question. We must be able to answer any question. It doesn't matter who asks the question. Because when you look at the lineup, let's look at the social debate. You have Crawford, you have what I want the name? You have Crawford, you have Raymond, and you have Sophia Fraser-Binns. You have Pernell Charles Jr. over our side. You have Matthew. You have Kamina. Social debate. What the PNP can say to us about social program and benefits. Chalk to cheese. What can the PNP track record unless they go back to Michael Manley? And if they go back to Michael Manley, they cannot beat us. The Pernell Charles Jr. must be reeling off the statistics off his tongue. So if you don't know them out of head, you go and back, go listen to your budget presentation, Pernell Charles Jr. Because when it comes to the data and the statistics of what our government do as it relates to the PART program, as it relates to the pension program, as it relates to the 20,000 give back, as it relates to the COVID give back, as it relates to the burial grants. PNP cannot debate us on social programs. PNP cannot debate us on social programs. Because we have a record of performance when it comes to social program in this country under Andrew Michael Holness. No other government has done more for the people of Jamaica than Andrew Michael Holness. When it comes to education, Pernell Charles Jr., you remind them of what we're doing for our trust, what we're doing for the the pathway program. What we doing for the NHF? It don't matter who asks the question. It doesn't matter who asks the question. It doesn't matter. All we have to do is put out what was there before we came here. What was the part figure before we won the election? And the PNP, part people that get $3 or $20, and the Jamaica Labour Party, they're getting etc. etc. Simple. No other government. When it come to call Matthew Samuda, what the PNP are going to talk about? What the PNP are going to talk about when it comes to water? Under the People's National Party, NWC was operating at a loss. Under the People's National Party, NWC was a cash cow for the PNP. It was a ball of fun. So all we have to do is present the facts. All we have to do is present the facts. The facts are on our side. Not to mention Kamina. Not to mention Kamina when it comes to her portfolio. PNP, doesn't matter who asks the question. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Our team is well vast and experienced. All we need is the facts. Don't allow the PNP to get away with no propaganda. Don't allow them. And when we're talking, Pernell Charles Jr., Matthew, we don't have to tell Kamina because she know already, we don't answer question, point it to the Jamaican people. Address the Jamaican people. Every question we not answer, say Jamaica, here are the facts. Jamaica, here are the facts. And you list out the facts. Nobody waste time with them and you look on him. Because he only come for this track. He only come for this track. Talk to the people of Jamaica and list out the facts. List out the facts. Talk about the social initiative under the tourism enhancement fund, what we do. Talk about the plenty give back that we gave to the farmers. That we gave to the farmers before burial and after burial and even now. We have a record of performance to debate on. It doesn't matter who asks the question. It doesn't matter. When you look at the other debate now, election debate, the economy. Oh my gosh. This one even better. This one even better. All anti-favor have to do. Just list the facts. Just list the facts of the economy, what we got. And also, Favor and team, do not allow the PNP to get away with the narrative to say that they put in the fiscal policy in place before they left. We need to take it right back to what Bruce inherited from them. Do not allow the PNP team, do not allow the PNP to say that we inherited the policy from them, framework where they put in place. We must remind the country of where we were, because the PNP don't like when we talk about what we inherited from them. The PNP don't like when we talk about, Shireen, and how they fence up the country and mash up the country. We must bring that up. We must bring that up. Even when, listen, when we learn about politics, I watch a whole heap of political debate. I watch a whole heap of political debate, Erica. You see, when they ask you the question, Erica, you thank them for their question and you answer what you want to answer. You don't go down a rabbit hole with them. That's why I said it doesn't matter who asks the question. It doesn't matter who asks the question. You listen to them questioning about the economy, you know. And when Julian Robinson talk and say, oh, it was the People's National Party who put in the framework, blah, blah, blah. Make him talk. Make him talk. After I'm done, remind the country, lest we forget, that it was the People's National Party under Percival Noel James Pattison who finsacked the country. 40,000 businesses went under. Ballooned the debt under Omar Davis. High interest rate, mapping up liquidity. That is where we start from. It doesn't matter if the PNP start from 2014. We go right back to Percival and Omar. And we make sure, so we remind the people of Jamaica that Mark Jefferson Golding was a part of the team who finsacked the country under Omar and Percival. That's all. No matter what they say. And this is one and no bunting. No shame. No shame. The only security minister to get robbed. Absolutely no shame. The only security minister, according to the news, who come up in a villa with 2 female companions or friend or whatever and got robbed, laptop, iPad, phone and everything right before him eye. Where am I go? Shameless. No shame. We must bring that up. We must bring that up. Even if they don't ask that, Nadine. Even if they don't ask that, bring it up. Bring it up, team. I saw the debate go. I saw the debate go. Bring it up. It no matter who asks the question. We come to talk about what we are talking about. When Peter Bunting go on, bring it up. Remind him that under his watch, crime spiral out of control. Remind him that under his watch, he cried for divine intervention. Bring it up. I mean, I want nobody talk about we can operate. So is that not way doing how you do it? How you do it? Bring it up. As for that one, you know, when you're in Keisha and this, me no noir. Me no noir. And me no noir from who? Anybody noir? One to the PNP 63 candidate. They couldn't find nobody from the 63 candidate to put on the debating team. Where them I go with Keisha and this? So what about the bribe people them? And this is no offense to the lady here, you know. But she not upon the ballot. And she not in a government. What kind of work she doing at the PNP? What kind of work Keisha and this doing at the PNP, guys? Could you please tell me what kind of work Keisha do? Eh? Want to Nikisha Burchell. Want to Dietan. Want to Ian. Want to Gabriel. Want to Danishka. Want to the bright people. The man say PNP are bright people and we are selfish brain, you know. Want to Denise Daly. Want to Natalie Garvey. What the PNP people them there? Even if she bright. Who is she? Who is she? She's not on the ballot. She's not in the Senate. Jamaican people don't know her. What am I going with she? Want to Andre Arton? Want to Patricia Duncan Sutherland? What the PNP bright people them they come red? Who no shame? Who no shame? She's not in the Senate, truth. She's not in the Senate. This girl Kisha and this is not in the Senate. Want to Lambert Brown? Where are the PNP people? Want to pick this woman out of the thin here? What the PNP, we know so we done Sinana, we are selfish labor right now. But at least we can find people. PNP couldn't find nobody. Has she then Draffer? Want to Peter King? Want to Philip Palwell? Shame on you, PNP. Shame on you for introducing a new person at the final hour. Wanted the people them wanted somebody where we go farm government. Oh, she go to Senate. I want the potential Senate pick this by the opposition bench. I want the Senator this, guys. I want the Senator this. I want the Senator this. Want to Dr. Daz? Shame on you, PNP. Shame on you. You couldn't find one on a bright 63 candidate to put on the debate. We don't pick up this lady from what a thin year because nobody know her. Eh? Anyway, we don't still not stand a chance. We don't still not stand a chance. And so, you know, so so Dana Dixon finish half in a press conference where they prepare for more of that. I don't even have to say nothing when it comes to Dana. I don't even have to say nothing when it comes to Dr. Dana Dixon on the debating because she may tell you she going to make a mockery over there. She going to reduce to shambles. The three of them over here says no match for Dana Dixon. We never have to talk about Tufton. I don't even have to bring up Tufton because Dana Dixon alone I go take on the three of them. And the big one, guys, the big one, the debate of the leaders. No, I'm not going to say not much on this. Because only thing me I go say, you notice when time you start to talk about Mark Golding finances, he get flustered and start sweat. Who realize that? Who realize when Mark start talk about Mark Golding finances and how he making money and the back of poor people, he start sweat like a hog. Prime Minister, Holness, good night. Good night, Prime Minister. I know you not reach home yet because you just passed my gate a while ago. I mean, I know they say up and that Patrick, you're gone. So I don't know if you reach home yet. Make a look if you reach home, by the way, because you just passed my gate a while ago. Prime Minister, me know say you are a decent man. Me know say you grow in a Sabbath school and you teach youth class. I mean, know you have your quarterly a yard. Me know you do AY. Me know you're a decent man. But Prime Minister, we cannot do like when Michelle Obama do, but when they go low, we go high. That never work, Prime Minister. May I tell you, please. Me not expect you when they're grey ground. Okay, that means when them pass me gate, I don't too Barnstable in the guard. Me think I up made it. I don't. Okay. Prime Minister, this is your girl Munchibi. Me know you not go ball out and back out because you're a decent man. But you must attack Mark Jefferson Golding. You must attack Mark Jefferson Golding. You must attack him. And anytime Dion Jackson Miller, Prime Minister, let me tell you something, Prime Minister. Make me and Miss Bones and Master Jam tell you something, PM. We already know the question them what them are going to ask. No, Miss Bones, we already know what them are going to ask. Prime Minister, Given that your statutory declaration is not certified, do you think you should be on the ballot? Why should Jamaican people re-elect you? Prime Minister, given that it was your government who passed the policy for the IC Act, why are you now taking the IC to court? Prime Minister, in your last cycle, you promised to have fixed election date. Why didn't you have the fixed election date? Prime Minister, in the last cycle, you promised to have impeachment. Why don't you have it? And then we already know, Dennis. We already know. And no secret. That's what I'm telling you, say, there's nothing that they can ask that we cannot answer. So no labor right now for free. We know the questions already. We know the questions already. Thank you, Miss Bones. Thank you, Miss Bones. Thank you, Miss Bones. Everything what they ask the Prime Minister, deflect and pivot to Mark Jefferson Golding. Ask Mark Jefferson Golding about his citizenship. Ask Mark Golding about him lying to the people of Jamaica to say that he traveled on a Jamaican passport when he just bought him passport. Ask Mark Jefferson Golding about him money hidden in a foreign trust. Ask Mark Jefferson Golding about the sweetheart deal from DBNG. Everything when they ask your Prime Minister, you pivot to Mark Golding. Strategy, Miss Bones. We know the question already, Dennis. We know the question already, Dennis. Oh, and I'm going to ask him, say, Prime Minister, you said that you're going to rid corruption from your party, but based on what the Integrity Commission said, 8 members of Parliament are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Can you tell the country if any of those persons are Jamaica Labour Party? Your Prime Minister, you know, to answer them already. Based on your knowledge and the knowledge of the people of Jamaica. And Prime Minister, when you talk, look in the camera. Look in the camera and remind the people of Jamaica that the IC did not say not one member of the Jamaica Labour Party is under investigation because they did not give any name. And then while you answer that pre-em, you remind the people of Jamaica that Omar Davis, when he was in government, took the contractor general to court because he did not want to face up to the alleged corruption. Remind the people of Jamaica that Ian Ailes took the contractor general to court for 4 years because he did not want to stand up to his corruption. And to date, Ian Ailes is still not cleared. Understand, PM? Everything when they ask you, you pivot to the PNP. And when they ask you about corruption, PM, you ask the PNP, you remind the PNP Prime Minister that the People's National Party have no moral authority to be speaking on corruption when they have Philip Palwell, youthful exuberance, and the Philip Palwell watch what much money. Come Prime Minister, Prime Minister, me know you go on the choir. Me know you read your quarterly every Sabbath, but this debate is not going to be fair to you. You notice who asked the question? Diane Jackson Miller. So you already know. You already know the questions that are coming. You already know. If they ask about Warmington, you ask them why a twice convicted criminal is on the PNP ballot. And see him, oh, the twice convicted criminal is on the ballot. Warmington never kill a soul. This debate is not gonna be about substance, labor right. So I don't want to come type and tell me about Prime Minister can deflect. This is not a fair debate. It is not a debate about substance. It is gonna be an attack on our Prime Minister. So you must be prepared for the attack. You know, so Donald Trump deal with CNN. You know, so they can't recover all now. You know, so CNN cannot recover from Donald Trump wipe the floor with them. You don't tell me, say, PM cannot deflect. We must fight fire with fire. You don't go tell me about how Prime Minister can't deflect because Fanadi and Jackson Miller asked the question a straight attack on the Prime Minister character. Straight attack. It's not going to be about no substance. If they wanted it to be about substance, they would have used another journalist. They would have used a fair journalist who are going to ask sensible questions. They want to use Diane. So nobody can tell me. The Prime Minister must attack him. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Same like when Trump go on the debating floor and when Trump done with Uncle Joe. The Democrat the next day, the Democrat then tell Uncle Joe, say, come off of the ballot. You can't run. You can't run. When Uncle Trump, my great president, when my great President Trump done with Sleepy Joe the night of the debate, the Democrat wake up the next man and take him off of the ballot. I don't want to no one tell me about the Prime Minister if you go read no quarterly. I'm going to do no memory verse and do no song service. I don't want to hear it tonight. I don't want to hear nothing about safety through another week. Prime Minister must defend himself. Prime Minister must defend himself. Jean, stop telling me about Prime Minister not to deflect and Prime Minister not to pivot to the PNP. He must defend himself. He must answer when he can answer and defend Mark. Every statement where the Prime Minister make, at the end of the statement, he must attack Mark Golding. Don't want to tell me no foolishness something about Prime Minister if you answer question. Answer which question? You think some Mark Golding I go afraid for? When me ask you a question, you Sante Moon and Labour right when the fire upset me. When Mark Golding go on the political platform, when you hear Mark Golding with not more than a cost the Prime Minister every day. Anjo, Secretary Decoration, Anjo, you're not for the on the ballot. Anjo, he ain't member. Mark not come with nothing good. Exactly, Samantha. He must defend himself. He must defend himself. He must defend himself. Know the Prime Minister not go on like me, cuss and go on bad and disgrace himself. The Prime Minister a decent man. I'm not saying he must go ball out and shout because the Prime Minister not daytime. I am saying defend himself. That's all. Listen, in closing, I have no fear that Prime Minister can answer every question diplomatically and smartly, everything, you know. My issue with that is that while our dear Prime Minister is there answering question, Crablows go stinky finger over this side at tell BLI and spread propaganda and at defame the Prime Minister. That you don't want? That you don't want? While you don't have the Prime Minister being diplomatic and I say, yes, when I win, when I got this is gonna be that, and yes, and the IC, we need the IC and the IC and the IC. That's what we want the Prime Minister to do. While Mark going over the side I tear him down, that you know what? Well, my love, you don't know, maybe true member say Prime Minister say my bill a nation, not a tribe. Now I don't know say should become me no nice. Maybe me wrong. I stand corrected, guys. You don't know me no decent already, so you can't follow me. You can't follow me. So maybe you no right and me wrong, you know. Guys, maybe my approach is wrong and your approach is wrong, right? Don't we not argue. I just feel like The Prime Minister should defend himself. But if you guys feel like it's a wrong approach, may the best approach win. And whatever the Prime Minister do, of course, I'm going to support him. But I would prefer him defend himself. That's what I prefer, Shirley. That's what I prefer. You notice when a couple Sundays ago when the Prime Minister called the election and the Prime Minister started defend himself and in character, you notice so the Labour right them respond to it, fired up and respond to it. And that we want, but if you don't want that, then if you don't want that, I don't know if you say, yeah. I don't know if you say, guys, to each his own. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't want the Prime Minister to go. Might as well, based on what I say, might as well in carrying quarterly than a repeating memory verse. Might as well in carrying quarterly and repeating memory verse, or in the song service, or I'm do AY. I don't know what I want, but I would prefer in defending himself. But if you know, me come off of that topic, you know. Come on, fight. You must know. You must know if you don't want. I don't feel good when me hear Mark Gold not tear on the Prime Minister and I call the Prime Minister name. But when I say my approach is wrong, so make it on. I don't know, I'm not nice, I'm not decent. So make it stay. Next thing before me close, guys. You miss Joan Garn Webley. You look like a walking dead. When me see Joan Garn Webley, me said Joan Garn Webley look like a walking zombie. Joan Garn Webley look like a zombie. Like she don't even know which days are the week today. Eh? When Juliet Cuthbert Flynn done with you on the night of September 3rd, you must throw in the towel and go enjoy your money. You're about 80 years old now. How old is Joan Garden Webley, guys? How old is Joan Garden Webley? That woman there, Joan Garden Webley before me born. I'm here 40. Why Joan Garden Webley not go about her business? When you see her on a political platform and talk about time come. And then he mouth shut so. Like he last in thought. Anybody know Mitch McConnell from the Republican who used to be the speaker, the Senate leader in America? Anybody know the Senate president of the Senate in America for the Republican Party before Skelly's take over? I don't know why Mitch McConnell, a whole man. And that she remind me of that old man there. Time come. And then she freeze. Well, you don't go about your business, woman. All witch woman, you can't see the wickedness of shop. You go about your business. You're wicked until you look like you look here, man. Go about your business, all zombie woman. Because you can't win Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. You cannot win Juliet Cuthbert Flynn because based on the work that the member of parliament is doing right across the constituency, including Brandon in Tellai Panar, when the ballot closes on September 3rd, Juliet Cuthbert Flynn will return as the member of parliament. You can't move her from up there. You cannot win Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. You already pull up on the sideline. Saturday night at the debate, Shirley. Please tune in, guys. Please tune into the debate. I think it will go on PBCJ for Uno of TVJ. Must go on PBCJ. Labor right now, the diaspora. Please tune in. Yeah. Me see them up at Brandon and make video go talk about how member of parliament sabotage them and give them water. I'm telling you something come ready in Brandon Hill. You cannot stop Juliet Cuthbert Flynn from win. And new Joan Garden Webley. When I look at you, me no want to cuss you because me say you could have been my great grandmother. Honestly, me no want to cuss you because it's not like me a cuss you because you're old. Me say to myself, look at this woman, how she wicked to herself. She look like a zombie. She look like she don't even know it's today or Monday or Tuesday. She's zone out. She's not in this world. Go on about your business, lady. All you do a walk and tell lie on people and tell lie on the member of parliament. Lady go on. And you, Patricia Duncan, Sutherland. Me see you creep up the whole of the hungry belly comrade them from Augustown, Kerrigan Papi in Monday. You creep up the whole of the hungry belly comrade them and carry them a Papi in go lock down Papi and lock Papi out there make be a nice and everybody out there. Let me tell you something, Patricia. I hope you know say after you lose to Fayetteville, you can go on because we tired we tell you say no Duncan now going away parliament. I hope you know say after September 3rd, you can go on in your private life because no Duncan now going away parliament. So all the criminal and the gunman will pick up and carry Papi in Monday. Then can't save you. And if then thief the ballot box, the election will run over. If then thief the ballot box, the election will go rerun. So no amount of criminal from Augustown you bring come a Papi in to come intimidate people and come black up the labor right them. Uno can't stop Fayetteville from win. And I may want to say to the labor rights them. When you see the PNP people them in there, when you see the blood and fire criminal them, when you walk past them and go vote. Walk past them and go vote. I when a 30 of them and one of you, walk past them and go vote. Don't make them intimidate you know. Don't make them stop you from going at the voting booth. Don't make them stop you know. And Madam Favor, you have to be vigilant because the hungry belly gunman name from Augustown, me here say them a plan to come out early and come spread out all across Augustown and Papine. And I hope the JCF is on the ground. I hope the JCF is on the ground. I hope Commissioner Blake send out the JCF right across the country. Because the blood and fire comrade them desperate. The blood and fire comrade them desperate. So I call upon the JCF, send out Commissioner Blake, send out the police. Yes, Lance. Yeah, me say them a plan for come out early and line the streets. Papi in Augustown, Belfield, Mandeville. Me say them a plan for come out early. The Jamaica Constabulary Force and the soldier them must take control of the country on September 3rd. We must not allow the PNP to bring the country into this set because you know PNP now nothing for offer. PNP no have nothing to offer. Them just a plan for cause disruption and problem in the country. That's why I implore labor rights, green shirt wearing labor rights, come out early and go vote. You know the middle class now come out in a color. So not have to worry. You know the independent now come out in a color. We the labor right come out early and vote and come out of the blood and fire them way. Please and thanks. Now, guys, I want to thank you so much for coming tonight. I want to thank you for your support, liking the live, sharing the live, comment on the live and everything. May I call on my government again, please to release the contract with the PNP signed with JPS. Please to release the contract with the PNP signed with the toll Trans Jamaica, whatever them name. And me call on my government again, go back to the negotiating table with the teacher them and make we reach a deal with them. We can't act like say. We cannot. Shane Cole say Munchie still love after September 4. Let me tell you something, comrade. Tell you something. If God forbid and the PNP win September 3rd, right? Of course me I go disappointed. Of course me I go emotional. Of course me not go come online because me I go be sad and me may not answer my phone for September 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. But me I go resurface. Me I go resurface. Because at the end of the day, it's a democracy and the will of the people must prevail. And if Jamaican people want to put in the PNP to tear down the country, there's nothing I can do about that to stop it. Of course, I want my party for win. Of course, I expect my party for win. Of course, I expect Andrew Holness to get the third term. But as the Prime Minister said, the third term is not guaranteed. So of course, I got disappointed. I'm not delusional like the PNP now. I'm not delusional like the PNP. Me expect the Jamaica Labour Party to win. I think we have the number to win. I trust the Prime Minister. I trust the work of the party for win. Me expect all that. I'm optimistic. I'm positive. Me expect for win. Text me Anita and tell me where you're there. Text me. Anybody want to meet up before we go campaign? Text me and make me know upon this so I can come meet you know we go campaign. Because I don't know so me there now, so I'm ready for campaign. Yeah. Me not delusional like the rest of uno. Me not delusional. Me expect my party for win. And me trust my party and me trust my party leader and me trust the numbers what we have and we know we have the numbers. Come to West St. Thomas. We may do a St. Thomas so that the Obia PNP Obia man they were up there to go Obia mission. You know, see that man they want to run pan the ballot at Obia man. You know, see that the man they were run against James Roberts na old man at Obia man. I'm not going to go against no Obia people, my love, I'm afraid. Guys, labor rights will just come out. We'll just come out and make a vote. Just come out and make a vote and secure the third term for the Prime Minister. Please and thank you. Come out and make a vote and secure the third term for the Prime Minister. Me see the girl when named Dancing Rebel. Before me close. Me see the girl when named Dancing Rebel over our platform. And she say, based on the work what she see the JLP do, she not know if she said JLP are green people. I don't remember the exact statement. She would have give we support. So that is why I'm telling you guys. Once the middle class and the sensible, the well-thinking Jamaicans come out and vote, we not to worry about. I just the blood and fire hungry belly comrade them we want them party in a power the problem. I just the blood and fire hungry belly don't want work. Comrade them we want handout. That we cannot allow the PNP to win because the $6 billion what we having at the NIR in less than 2 years, the PNP are going to spend it off, Miss Bones. In less than 2 years, the PNP are going to go through it like butter against sun. So that is why me I said, Miss Bones, go back and renegotiate with the teachers. I never say government go give them everything and do and mash up the economy and do it all. I did not say that. Me no stupid. I said go back and renegotiate. That's all I am saying. Because we must remind the public sector worker that no other government have done more for them than Andrew Michael Holness. We must remind the teachers. We must remind the nurses. We must remind the police. We must remind the soldiers that no other government have done more for them than Andrew Michael Holness. And from we do it already, we can do it again. So they have to meet us halfway. They have to meet us halfway. But the argument Samantha say with a 0 in a first year, it may be economically correct and physically correct, but it's not political correct. I don't know in a labor right. I don't know in a political correct. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Wally pa teacher comment and say them are no PNP and them no plan for vote PNP, but we come off arrogant by not trying to negotiate with them. Enough teacher me here said they now vote for PNP because PNP no better and PNP only look vote. But we don't want to make it look like say we not care. Or we then can't approach we or we can't negotiate. That should not be the narrative. And by the way, guys, who never hear of supplementary manifesto yet? Sean, have you ever heard of supplementary manifesto yet? At first, me hear it. Maybe it possibly no. Me just never hear it before. I know that the negotiations are not over, Courtney. I know that. Whenever you're Mark Golin say the PNP are come with a supplementary manifesto. After we put out our one, them are come with a supplementary manifesto. Whenever you hear that before? You saw the PNP pathetic. You saw the PNP pathetic. You don't know why them are come with the supplementary one? Because there was nothing in the first manifesto to catch the eyes of the Jamaican people. Absolutely nothing. And you see him Teddy Lee Gray. May you just agree back. Don't make me you fall out. Teddy Lee Gray. May you just agree back. Don't make me you fall out. Because nobody who work under $1.6 million now pay no income tax. Nobody will work under $1.6 million now pay no income tax. And if the PNP say they're going to take tax off of overtime, if the PNP say they're going to take tax off of overtime, how them going to take that off? How them going to guarantee that come off Teddy Lee Gray? The PNP government can't even guarantee that the business then pay with housing trust. The government can't even guarantee that some company pay over with housing trust. When we collect with PSP and look, then take out the housing trust. So when you go for housing trust, they're not pay it. They're not paying it. So how will the government guarantee that and which overtime you talk about? Because the only tax on the pay is NHT and education tax. So the tax them attack? And the tax them attack Teddy Lee Gray? Wouldn't not pay income tax? Wouldn't not pay income tax? So what you say? We're not gonna pay the tax for education tax on NHT, about $300 on the paper per education tax and $500 per housing trust. Oh no gullible, sir. Oh no gullible, sir, Teddy Lee. Don't make me a fall out because me a just agree back. Don't make me a fall out. You're too easily misled. You're not paying income tax. The only tax you not pay are education tax, NIS, and housing trust. Which one of them tax that the PNP go stop on from pay? And when the PNP stop on from pay NIS, it's going to be less for no pension when you left work. Think about it, Teddy Lee Gray. When the PNP tap on from pay NHT, it's going to make one know for NHT who don't want the money, want to qualify for less. And education tax at $300 that. What wrong with you, Teddy Lee Gray? But me have nothing, Papa. Me you just agree back. Stop promote PNP goddamn nonsense. Yes, Camille, me there. Stop promote PNP nonsense steadily, Gray. Because only pay NIS, education tax, and NHT. And if Mark Walling stop on from pay NIS, unu ta go bend, unu go lose when no get all. And if he stop on from pay housing trust, cut on housing trust money, when go up housing trust, and then tell us so only qualify for such amount of money, unu no fi complain. And education tax at $200 that. Not even 500. Stop it, man. Unu too easily misled. Uno security guard and if you got say at this government advocate for no and take uno half a contract in the league, you should be telling your co-worker say remember it is the Andrew Michael Holness administration we take uno half a contract. You must tell the people them say it is the Andrew Holness administration who make uno start to get benefit from NHT. It is the Andrew Holness administration who raise the money so you can get a better salary. What is wrong with you? I am very, very disappointed in your Teddy Lee Gray. I am very, very disappointed in you. Promoting PNP nonsense. Promoting PNP nonsense, but take tax off for overtime. I saw Donald Trump tell the American people say he's going to take tax off for tips. And when he win and the Congress write up the big beautiful bill, not like that. Nothing like that. Uno to go label Teddy Lee Gray. Or you go talk say you would be a good campaign manager and you can't pick sense out of nonsense. Or you go say you be a good campaign manager Teddy Lee and you can't pick sense out of nonsense. What are gimmicks? What are gimmicks? Because the tax rate between the NIS and the education and the NHT are less than $1,000 that Teddy Lee Gray. I put it to you. I put it to you, Teddy Lee Gray, that the little tax where you pay for your overtime are $1,500. Exactly, green zone. And if the PNP remove that like a $500 from the overtime, he might go add it on the back end, on the tax, he might go impose pound. Look here, show you not smart, right? Uno look for save $1,500 up there, so while on the back end the PNP go add thousands of dollars tax pound. Uno think that the money have to make up back somewhere, you know? The money have to make up back somewhere. Nothing is free. Absolutely nothing is free. They go $1,500 tax way. They go for extra $1,500 where you get back because you take the tax off overtime. Is nothing compared to the heap of tax when I go heap on the back of the Jamaican people. The Green Zone remind me, Damien Crawford said 1% tax will be added to pay for the upper freeness of my plan figure way. All because Mark Golden say I go see $500 for overtime. You come with your goddamn nonsense and promote that foolishness there. Come on, man. Come on, labor rights. Come on. When my friend them ask me, I say, Munchibi, Mark Golden say, he might go give young people 500,000 towards house. Me see a 2,000 people in plan for give. At 2,000 people, he say, me love. He said, $1 billion I have, I'm going to give each person 500,000. Do the maths. At 2,000 people that 2,000 people up a jungle. She said, me say, yeah, no pay my mind. She said, all right, girl. I see you do. I see you do. Me say 2,000 PNP people that sister. Now listen to him. Yeah, right. Me say, yeah. Me say that 2,000 people up a jungle. You know benefit from that, Papa? You're all right, Munchie. Me say, yes. Me say, stick with Aunt Jamaica wholeness. She said, all right. Me say, good. And you as a big security guard, we're supposed to look out for the Labour Party. You go talk about the Labour, about the security guard, them. I go vote for PNP because I'm going to save $1,000. Who care, man? You see, guys, I don't want to go over the 2 hours, because one time I start get ignorant and start cuss me now, you know. You don't get, I'll talk about him, I go give a land title. Or give a land title. And Holness is already doing that. Prime Minister Holness is already giving out land title already. A majority of the house them or the PNP them each upon a 1, 2, 3, 4 person at 1 yard. Who for name them gonna put the land title in? Who for name the PNP are gonna put the big yard them where the PNP say we down a town, we down a the PNP garrison, na Central Kingston when say give the land title. Who for name them gonna put the title in? Because a 10 house in the yard. At 10 house in the yard, in a master jam. So who for name the title go in? A semantics. A gimmicks. And Jamaican Holness is already giving out land title. And Jamaican Holness is already putting things in place for low income earners. We're not going to sit now with manifesto. We're not sitting now with manifesto. The house where the government will set aside for low-income earners and public sector workers, young police and young teachers, first-time home owners. Thank you, Elaine. Don't get distracted by the PNP and then run with the policy. Everything what the PNP suggests, the Prime Minister and the government of Jamaica is doing it already. Talk about land title and house support people. We're going to remind them about Operation Pride. That is why I'm saying to my government before you come in, Camille, I don't want my Prime Minister for the panel platform and answer no question from Dean Jackson Miller. When they talk about housing and the Prime Minister lists how much house we build, the Prime Minister must pivot and say, as opposed to the PNP and the Operation Pride, where they go on with. Impeachment. Let me tell you something, comrades. Shane Cole, me don't know if you can read and write, and I don't want to insult you. You see, all of them plans that we might go and have, none of that is possible without amending the Constitution. And the only way the Prime Minister can amend the Constitution is unless both sides is at the table. You hear, Sean? You see all them CCJ, impeachment, term limit, putting the IC in the Constitution, none of that will be possible without amending the Constitution. Okay? And in order for the PNP or the JLP to amend the Constitution, both sides must sit at the table. And a JLP now sitting on the table with PNP. And we now going to CCJ. Yes, Camille. That is why they said them are going to have supplementary manifesto. Because they wait for our one. Nothing what the Mark Golden say as it relates to the Constitution can be done unless both sides are at the table. Okay, comrade? Nothing. Adding more people to the Senate is not possible without both sides agree. Impeachment, not possible. Term limit, not possible. None of that will be possible. Who are going to sit on a table we don't know? Who are going to sit on a table we don't know? Who are going to sit at the table with Mark Golding, Sean, when Mark Golding single-handedly stood in the way of Jamaica becoming a republic? Get real. Get real. Get real. PNP cannot make Jamaica become a republic. PNP cannot make Jamaica become a republic. Both sides have to agree. That's what the Constitution said. If you think, say, if one party could have made Jamaica become a republic, we wouldn't do it ourselves. The only way Jamaica can become a republic without a vote from the opposition is via a referendum. Via a referendum, comrade. And we know the PNP afraid of referendum like puss. So all of them foolishness the way the PNP put in the manifesto is just waste of time. Waste of time. The PNP cannot amend the Constitution without the JLP. The JLP cannot amend the Constitution without the PNP. So all of them something Mark going to put in the manifesto, waste of time. So I don't know who not come with them. And you hear the part when talk about how diaspora must sit down and say it. Me say comrade, Diane Jackson Miller opposed to the idea and the PNP then fix our business and cuss her. But me not wrong the PNP because you can't stay pan duck back and cuss duck. Don't it? You can't stay pan donkey back and cuss donkey. I don't wrong them for cuss her. You say the comrade then give it to her, you say Shirley. Hear this a dance one, yeah. Officially, Tracy Mowat. You lie. Mark Golding is a lawmaker. Who are you? Jesus Christ. You know, so PNP dance? So because him is a lawmaker and can single-handedly change the law, Tracy? Official Tracy. Because Mark Golding is a lawmaker. Mark Golding can single-handedly change the Constitution. Official Tracy, are you saying that because Mark Golding is a lawmaker, him can single-handedly amend the Constitution? Yes or no? Answer that. You say you have 9 subjects. Anybody can have 9 subjects. PE, you're there. Could I say yes? You say yes. Hallelujah. You know see why PNP, you know say PNP, you see people move vote for PNP? You see people move vote for PNP? Don't like but. Don't like but. Don't like but. So official. From the dear Jamaica joined the CCJ. PJ wanted us to go over there to make it our final court. And PJ is a lawmaker as well, him is a lawyer. Why didn't PJ just go over there then? Since PJ no need no vote. What time tomorrow you want to have a discussion on the tax overtime on TikTok? Anytime you go live tomorrow, I come over there telling you, I'm very disappointed in you. Very disappointed in you over there promote tax and remove and talk about PNP and remove tax pan tip. What kind of tax pan tip you talk about? What kind of tax pan tip you talk about? And how much tax they pay your tip so? How much tax they pay your tip so? 10,000? When you get your overtime at 10,000 tax the government take out? When you come over there, you can show me the 10,000 and the 20,000 and the 15,000 and the 8,000 tax where the government will take out of your pay. Because I can't look at peanut money, you're going to talk about oh, government you're glad for. You're glad for peanut money, you're glad for $10 while he might go take 50,000 from you. Eh? You celebrate for change for lunch money, you celebrate say you save. While Damien Crawford a plan for add 1% tax. 1% education tax. 2,000 year the 2,500. 2,500. That's not nothing compared to what Mark will now go take from you. Teddy Lee. Here's my point, right? When you get your salary, say for example, your base pay is 30,000. I know your base pay is not 30. I know you work more than that. But let's just use the minimum wage. See, your base pay is 32,000. How much education, NIS, and NHT tax you pay? Type in the chat. If a person is working, anybody in the chat will work minimum wage, please type in the chat and tell me how much you pay for NIS, education, and NHT. Type in the chat and tell me. Because back in the days when we used to work overtime, less than $1,000 that used to be. So tell me how much it is now. How much is the tax now when you work minimum wage and the government take out the NIS, the NHT, and the education tax? How much is it? How much? Anybody work minimum wage? Tell me. Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, me know minimum wage at 32,000, Teddy. So the people who work 32,000. How much NHT, NIS, and education tax them pay for at night? Tell me. Type and tell me. I want to know. Because when me used to work it, at less than $1,000 that was. How much is it now? But no, so everybody just have big money. Because I know big money. Please, or if you work minimum wage and government take out 16,000 for tax. Is Sandra? Oh, employee paid. All right. So do the maths, no, Teddy? Do the maths, no? Employee pay 3% of the gross pay of NIS. So how much is that? 3% of the 32,000. That's a saying. Yep. Tomorrow me come here live, me go have the facts. Can me go call me family member when me know I work overtime. I will say tomorrow me come, me go have the facts. Yes, Sandra, I am saying, all right, so Erica the $1,800. You hear that Teddy Lee Gray? You pay $1,800 tax now, right? So Mark Golden is saying, anything you work over 40 hours, you work 40 hours for the work week, right? So you work 80 hours for the fortnight. After anything over the 80 hours, the government now go take no tax out of that. That's what Mark Golden is saying now. He never say now pay the 1,800, you know, you still go pay the 1,800, you know. Anything over the 80 hours, you now go pay no tax fund. That's what he said. So if you work 80 hours, all right. So he said security work 120 hours. All right. So 80 from 120 leave how much, Erica? 40. I said go. 40 hours that Teddy. 40 hours that. Me not confused. Sean, you just said dons. So you work 40 hours overtime, right? So you security work 120. No, Teddy Lee, another thing say. Another thing say, Papa. Him say you're not gonna pay any tax on your overtime. So anything you work after your 80 hours, you're not gonna pay no tax on that. That's what he said. So you're going to pay your regular tax for your 80 hours, and anything you work over the overtime, you're not going to pay no tax on that. So you say 40 hours will not be taxed. Exactly, sweet guy. The 40 hours will not be taxed. Not the one whole 20. The 40 hours. The 40 hours you're not going to get no tax span. So I want to ask you now, if you work 100, if you work minimum wage, and you work 40 hours of your minimum wage, and at 3% at the where you get, what is that 10 illegal if you celebrate? So 40 hours, so how much tax did I pay on the 40 hours steady? $100? $200? $500? Come on, man. That's nothing compared to the tax them when my will not go eat on the back of poor people. You need to tell your co-worker them say the $10 where you go save is nothing compared to the tax when I go impose upon them. Very little, Teddy. Very little. The 3% of the 40 hours is nothing compared. Me not minimize it, Teddy. Me not minimize, but I'm just saying it's nothing to celebrate. And if I don't want, our government can remove that tax if you want to. Let's ask our government if it's possible. Let's ask our government if it's possible. A lot of officers get paid and don't have any fear for because they're worthless. Because they're worthless steady. Because when we used to work minimum wage, me used to have pay. Because first thing you do when you get a pay, I put on your money for go work back the next 2 weeks. That's the first thing you're supposed to do. But when security guard do, and some people who work minimum wage do when they get paid, the first thing they do is go buy a fast food and go back road. You must not live above your means. Thank you, DJ. Live within your means. Anybody who get paid and can't go back to work, and because they might live above their means. So don't tell me say security guard get paid and can't go back to work. A workless, then workless. Anybody who are work and after they get paid, they can't go back to work next month. They're worthless. But I am saying if it is possible and if it makes sense, our government, the same government will give you 1.5, the same government will go to 1.7, the same government can remove the tax, the little tax from the overtime for that no problem. You will let PNP clip your video to you. Then PNP always a clip my video. Me no business with PNP. You're supposed to say that, so me no business with PNP. Me not busy with the PNP when they text me video and run with it. I don't care. I don't care. What can I steal idea? PNP have any idea? Only thing PNP know if do for tax Jamaican people. So I am saying to the security guards and to the Burger King minimum wage earner, the PNP, yes, I have streaming, I'm just never go on it tonight. The PNP is planning to add 1% tax on the back of the Jamaican people to fund the Run With It program where the PNP are run with. So 1% tax compared to the $2 one I go save, it don't make sense. Teddy Lee Gray, tomorrow I will come for your life. Because me know so Donald Trump don't remove no overtime for no tip. You type nice. Donald Trump and my president and me tell you so Donald Trump don't remove no overtime for no tip. Tomorrow me come with you with the facts when it comes to the big beautiful bill. Can you not read it now? You not read it. You only love Donald Trump. You not read the big beautiful bill. You not read it. Oh, so me know you only love Donald Trump. You not read the big beautiful bill. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Him only say it. Him only say it. But if it is possible, Miss Bones, for our government to remove the tax of overtime Andrew Holness will do it. Andrew Holness will do it. As a matter of fact, I think I saw one video with the Prime Minister talking about removing tax off of overtime, If me not misunderstand. In Erica, me not saw one video with the Prime Minister say he going to remove tax off of overtime. We never see the video. Yeah, man. There's a video out there of the Prime Minister saying that he's going to remove the tax off of overtime. There is a video of that. We have to go look for it. Of course. Yes, Erica, we're going to look for it. We're going to look for it. We're going to look for it. I think me hear the Prime Minister say it, So, if that is the case, Prime Minister only can do it. Don't worry yourself. This government is the only government. This government is the only government. No tax and tip is not. Yeah, man, the Prime Minister is going to fix that up. Prime Minister will fix that up. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wait over my 2 hours now. I don't can make me stay long, so tomorrow, 8 o'clock, we're going to go over the PNP Scamming Festo. Somebody text me and tell me, say the Jamaica Labour Party manifesto tomorrow. I don't know if I choke because I don't see it nowhere advertised. I don't see it in a no group. Did the government did the party advertise that? That tomorrow we manifesto launch, me never see it. Where Erica? Erica, you see that? It's tomorrow the man talk about our manifesto, guys. Me not see it. No, a call we hear it with. No, say a call stay already. Until we hear it from the party, we don't need to come in. Me have to wait first. Until we hear it from the party. I think by the end, to me personally think so by the weekend, by Friday, because we're going to the next, we're going to the debate without the manifesto. I don't know, but me trust my government. Me trust my government because we have a record of performance where we are run pan, and Jamaican people now vote for manifesto. Jamaican people now vote for manifesto, so we not worry about. Miss Bones, you want it for release before the debate, don't? Yeah, I mean, they can. Them can. But we not run per manifesto. We run per record of performance because we know we have a record to run on. But you're right. Look on this. 535 million in back to school grant support for part beneficiary. You hear that? 535 million in back to school grant support for part beneficiary. What do you never see that yet? No other government has done more for the people of Jamaica than Andrew Michael Holness. No other government. And I want to tell you something, guys. At the PNP, them a benefit from the part benefits, The PNP, the comrade them in a town, well if a jungle, Angela Brownberg ghetto, well if a Philip Paul, well live run at the corner with Julian there, well live on Anthony Hilton, and them a benefit from the part them and them pitney, and you see them put on the orange clothes and say time come. That is why when me see my member of parliament, them a feed PNP, me disturb. Because me know PNP not change. Me know the PNP nyam you out at election morning, then walk past in the orange shirt and say, I support my party. And they know nyam you out. $535 million for part beneficiaries. And PNP benefit the most from this. and they still a vote for PNP. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much, so much for tuning in to Munchie B Talks Politics. Join me tomorrow at 8 p.m. where we are going to go through the manifesto and we're going to talk about the election coming up in length because for those of you who like to sit down and count seats, now is not the time to count no seat. Now is the time to go into the constituency and secure the votes. Secure the votes. And if we know for Labour right, we say she now vote because she not getting a black tank, make the MP know. If we know for Labour right, we say she now vote because she not getting no back to school grant, make the MP know. Now is the time to secure the votes. Yes, through the lens. Now is not the time to talk about how we are called seed and how the nomination crowd look big and how we win already and how 50 seats and how PNP can win and none of that. Elections are won on the ground. That's why the Prime Minister I go through the 63 constituency. That's why the Prime Minister come to Manchester today because elections are won on the ground. That's why woman a yard Audrey Marks no left the ground from the day she get the nod up North St. Eastern Manchester. The lady no left the ground. Every day she up there, door to door, door to door. Door to door she up there though. No, it's not the time to be counting seats. Now is the time to secure the votes. 10:39 and Prime Minister Depan Road, same way. And you have lazy MP in a them bed. You have lazy MP I watch Netflix right now. And 10:40 and Prime Minister just a going yard. 10:40. You just go check on social media. He's still there on the road. See people are come say, I text the Prime Minister should have come a new field. No, it's not the time for no court, no seat. And even though I'm happy for the people them on Mall and Young, I want caution on no. That is the strongest PNP seat. And Newport in them all is the strongest PNP seat. And you have a set of Michael Manley PNP round there where Norman Manley give them Michael Manley give them road. And then on a water, then on a job, then on a flush bathroom, but then still have vote for PNP. So no is not the time to be complacent. No, it's not the time to be complacent. We must stay on the ground. See, Prime Minister there, I don't know which part in there now, but in the on the road. He must be a go home now. All right, wanna say a Newport him a go? At 10:41? No, sir. 10:41, I don't want the Prime Minister to go to Newport. So the Prime Minister work hard. You saw the Prime Minister work hard. So the Prime Minister work hard, go on the ground, MP, be with the people, seal up the deal, secure the votes, secure the seat, secure your party workers, secure your drivers, secure your runner. And anybody in a constituency, you know, enough of you have a private vehicle. If you can offer it, offer it. Secure the vote. Now is not the time to talk about we have 49 seats and PNP only have 14 and PNP need 18 and PNP can't get 18. I don't care if PNP can't get 18. Me only want to make sure say on the 3rd of September we cross the post first. I want to make sure that on September 3rd, Jamaica Labour Party cross the post first. The race to 32, first past the post. We must pass the post first. Once we pass the post, anything after that a brata. We must pass the post first. We never forget the 2016 election, you know, in America, you know, when Donald Trump run against Hillary, you know, Hillary was so confident. She didn't even campaign. She didn't even place like Pennsylvania, place like Michigan, place like all of the blue belt where Obama won. She never bother waste time and campaign this so. She never waste time and camp. She was so arrogant and confident. She didn't even waste time and campaign on the belt, on the blue wall. On election night, when me watch CNN, I see CNN, I look for vote everywhere and I bring up the screen and I touch the screen and I look for vote and everywhere they look, I read then see. Everywhere they look, I read then see. Because Hillary thought that she could have beat Donald Trump and Donald Trump can't win. Me don't want Labour right. Me don't want to fall for that same trap there. Me don't want to fall for that same trap there. Me watch it with my own eyes and saw what happened to Hillary in 2016. She barely campaigned. She did not crisscross the country. Yes, Sharon. She did not crisscross the country. She did not go Pennsylvania. She did not go to Michigan. She did not go nowhere. They must win. They must win state there with the blue wall where President Obama did create. She did not go there. She did not go there because she thought she had it locked already. I'm going to tell you, say election night. Election night. When me see the man, they had the switchboard and I saw him touch. I saw the screen red. I saw him touch Michigan, the thing red. I saw him touch Pennsylvania, the thing red. I saw him touch again Arizona, red. Florida, ruby red. We cannot get complacent. Stay on the ground. Stay with the people. No seat, no win until the ballot box, until the polling station close. No seat, no win. And no seat, no safe. Exactly the why Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. She did not campaign over there. She did not campaign over there. She thought she had it locked already, so she only go to a few little state. She never looked there. And election night, When you look on the blue wall where President Obama bill, then I jump like it right down and turn it in a red. Look on Florida, ruby red. We must not get complacent. Must not get complacent. That's why Prime Minister Holness at 10:47. Prime Minister up on the campaign trail. 10:47 at night. Okay, guys? Me no want to say me I preach doom and gloom, Me just want to take the election serious and not bother with the preaching. Not bother with the counting a seat. That's my point. I don't want to sit on a count seat. I want you guys to take the election serious. And come out and vote. And come home and vote. That's all I want. Me not preach a doom and gloom. I'm not like me I say the Prime Minister go lose. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying let's leave nothing to chance. The live I break up, guys, but me see the comment section I say. Me see the comment section I say the Prime Minister they are Newport. The live I freeze up. I'm in the for my phone, but I will labor right live at Newport, guys. Me no live Newport a South. Me in a Central. But me can tell you now, I will labor right live at Newport. I just get out the vote. I will labor right live up there. Me can tell you that coming up people up there. Will labor right live at Newport. You just have to get them to come out. They're up there. Will labor right up there. I mean, if Newport come out, Porous come out. Alligator Pat, me see one article in the Gleaner where not me not the Gleaner, guys, but me read it. Somebody sent it to me. And the Fisher people don't Alligator Pan. I said, oh, they not vote for the party because they don't get no help. Then liar wicked, We don't know how much help the Fisher folks in Alligator Pan get. You know how much help they get from the government, from Flight Green, every fisherman. Boy, me tell you, said PNP them, no matter what you give them are going to vote for them party, brother. You know how much something Flight Green do for the fisher folks that don't St. Elizabeth? You know how much help they get? And one lady tell the Gleaner say she not vote because when the JLP come and give out, only JLP people alone give out and not give she none. But she said she not PNP, so why would they not give her any? Like them I tell you now. Lie them I tell. That's so PNP stay. That's so PNP stay. Anyway, guys, no can go and go watch Prime Minister now up Newport, the Labour right. Them up there wait for him doing that. Why can he that go up there? Then wait, pan him up the door. Yeah, like she tell Otis. Cause here she say no. She said she not dieting, and she will vote she will give anybody a chance once them a work, right? And then she turn around and tell the reporter say she'll give Bunting a chance because when the Labour right them come and give out Elfie Beryl, they don't give her no only Labour right people alone get. But if you are a PNP and you say I will support anybody who work, why would the Labour right not give you? If you're not a known PNP, why would they not give you? And you say you're not PNP. She gets you a liar. That's so PNP steer. When they want to support them party, so they steer. No matter where you give them, when they want to support them party, they say, why me know say, the MP help me and me thank him, but me go support my party. I saw them steer. You can't trust them. Why would they come right down an Alligator Pan and give everybody and not give she? Why? And she said she not comrade and she not Labour right, she independent and she get losses and the Labour right come and give out, she say, I didn't give she none. Let dirty liar, the dirty liar PNP woman I tell us so PNP lie. I saw the PNP people lie. But anyway, guys, so tomorrow, good night, good night, good night.